Hey, Jason Fox here from Never Stop Building. Welcome to the third installation of the Kuma Sequoia wood stove and hearth install. In this video, we're going to be tackling the majority of the masonry work, in fact, all the masonry work for this installation. And this took quite a while. Filmed this over several weeks and weekends. It was just a considerable amount of work. But the end result looked pretty good. So we're going to start with this brick surround here and fill that in. Actually, I don't show the fill in because I didn't want to make all the shapes, but it's going to use this brick with holes in it. And then we will fill that in and start the brick wall in the back, which will be sitting on a lower level of bricks here, and then fill in the brick top. So that'll be all the masonry, and the wall is going to be affixed to the drywall every so often with these little wall anchors that sandwich between the bricks and the mortar. So let's get to it. Here I'm mixing up a bunch of mortar, which this is the first of about 8 bags, and this is the least favorite part of this whole process. It takes a long time to mix that mortar just right. Now I'll be laying down some bricks here. First the outside edge. And I actually made a mistake, which I'm going to talk about in a second. Alright, so we laid the first course of bricks around the outside edge and then some in the middle. And you know they say the old measure twice, cut once. In this case, measure twice, lay bricks once. This is about a brick's width too short, we realized after checking the specifications again. So that was a foolish mistake, so I'm going to have to take this drop cloth back here, cut the carpet again, put down another little strip of Durock board, make sure that the thin-set mortar is just down on the floor, screw it down, seal it up, and then lay another brick course right up front. That's the only way to do it. So I'm going to take off the tape and start cutting this new part for the bricks. Yeah, the reason this was too short was not aesthetic. It was related to the clearance to combustibles for the wood stove. Now, it probably would have been completely fine, but we were going by the book here. All right, so that wasn't the worst thing in the world. We got the new piece of Durock on here, covered the floor with a thin-set mortar, patched the screw hole, screwed it down. And I left this in here because everybody makes mistakes, and really once you get past the fact that you did something stupid, it's pretty much just the act of fixing it. So now that we got this, start mixing up some more mortar and lay down the rest of the bricks for this first layer. So there we go, adding that front layer. Alright, so we got the first 7 courses of brick laid down on the rear wall, and I just put in the second set of retaining straps that are going to bond in with the mortar and keep the wall from falling over. Hooks it to the wall here. And so hopefully we'll be able to get to the top of this wall today. Alright, yesterday I was getting tired of building up the bricks on each side to put these little line blocks, so I taped a stick on each side and marked where the line is supposed to be and then where the top of the line block is supposed to be. So now it's just a matter of laying down the bricks, making sure the edge lines up with this line here and that the course is level, and then raising it up to the next line and repeating. So that should make for pretty quick finishing of this wall here. And made sure these 2 sticks are plumb on both sides, and so the brick just butts up against that, so it should improve the process considerably. So making a lot of quick work of the rear wall here with that string jig. Just buttering each side of the brick and the bottom,
and then laying it, tapping it in place, making sure that the edge lines up with the string, and then move the string up and repeat.
Alright, as you can see behind me, we got the back wall all put together, and it's looking pretty good. It's going to be real sturdy. And now we're going to finish up the base. So I've already started with a nice little rim around here of a nice little edge of bricks. And then we're going to finish up that edge and fill in the bricks in the middle. And then when all the bricks are filled in, hopefully the little pastry squeezer cone thing will have arrived, and I'll be able to grout the mortar in between and then tool the edges of the surface. And then this hearth will be done as far as masonry is concerned. After that, we'll put some molding around the edges and build a mantle.
Now just laying all the bricks in the middle here.
Well, we're down to the home stretch. Put all the pad bricks on here. And now I'm going to use this grout bag to fill in the cracks between all the bricks. And once that mortar's dry, this hearth will be done.
Well, I didn't film the cleanup of the grouting, but this is just brushing it.
Alright, we got the wood stove placed on the hearth. It's looking real nice. It took about 6 or 7 people to lift it all at once, and it was actually quite easy once we got that many people around it to move this thing. It's probably 500 pounds or so. So this thing is getting close to being finished. We have to build a mantle now that's gonna finish up the top and make a nice clean finish on the top of the hearth here, and then probably cut some custom trim around the edge so that the seam between the hearth and the carpet is not as rough. So that'll be next.